Welcome to the Windows channel, and this is another Creators Update highlight and explanation a little bit of a interesting thing for gamers, and it's called game mode. So with Creators Update, Microsoft introduced a new thing called game mode, and to actually activate it, you go into your settings, and in your settings you go into the gaming tab. There, game mode on the left side. Simply make sure that you turn it on. It's off by default. And then when you are on a game, so any type of game, but basically, of course, there's a little thing that you need to know about game mode. So, it could work for all sorts of games technically, but it doesn't work for everything all the time. So, for example, when you actually have a game running, what you do is you use the game mode by pressing Windows G and going here in the little settings. There you will have a check mark that says use game mode for this game, and there you go. So this means it's turned on for the game that you are now playing. So basically, how does this work? Here's the thing. Game mode is a very specific mode. It's very peculiar depending on what you are playing and the hardware that you're using. And one of the things that happen in game mode is that when you are actually in game mode, and let's just close this game here. So when you are in game mode, actually, what happens is that the game mode will be constantly checking for your computer's resources. So a game that doesn't really take a lot of resources will not really have any advantage of running game mode, basically, because game mode will only basically kick in when your computer is being really pushed to the edge by the game that you're playing. Also, one of the things you need to know about game mode is that it does not affect the frame rate really. It's not meant for that. It's not meant to, give you a higher frame rate and so on. It's meant to simply take a game that you're playing and apply the game mode on a game that's pushing your computer to the edge. So if, for example, RAM is now maxed out, your CPU is close to or at 100%, game mode will kick in and will attribute some resources from your PC that are used by other processes into the game. And what that makes as a difference is not, like I said, higher frame rate, but if your game sometimes freezes a little bit or seems to slow down because of your computer, game mode will actually help prevent that type of problem. So if, for example, you're playing an online game, and of course on online games and competitions, the speed of your game is very important because it makes a difference between you win or you lose. Well, game mode, when it kicks in, will prevent your game from lagging, for example. It's meant to do things like that. And that's why visually it's kind of difficult to really see what game mode, or is it working or is it doing something. But from what I've seen in most gaming websites, the test that they've done seems to indicate yes, it does something. Yes, it makes the game better and have less lag and problems. But it's not necessarily something you will see visually, but it will do something. Apparently it works. It's just in the way that it works and the things that it does that it's actually interesting to note, because me and Tim Robinson and a few others were looking at game mode and we're saying, well, we don't see a difference. Well, that's the thing. Most of the time when game mode actually kicks in, you won't see a difference. You won't see a difference really, but it is kicking in and it is doing something to make your game better. So interesting to see. So game mode is in Creators Update. If you're a gamer, if you have gaming hardware, apparently the more your computer is built towards gaming, the more it is efficient. So depending on the hardware, the graphics adapter you have and everything, it might even improve more on some machines than others. Check it out. Game mode available, of course, in all settings, gaming, and simply go down to game mode at the bottom. Turn this switch on because it is off by default, and enjoy possibly better gameplay. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.